I'm going to talk about adding and managing participants in your AsULearn course. Here I am in a course. I'm going to go to the participants list. Right now I have one participant. It gives me the first name and last, gives me the email address, the role that the participant has in the course, and if they're in any groups within the course, the last access, and then the status. So right now this is an active participant. And this second icon here tells me how they were added to the course. In this case, this was a manual enrollment, and there are three ways that participants can be added to the course: manual enrollments, banner enrollments, that is participants brought in through our student information system banner, or meta enrollments, that is enrollments brought in from another course. This one is manual. I can edit that enrollment, and that'll give me some options for enrollment dates and things like that. And I can unenroll. As the teacher, since this was a manual enrollment, I can unenroll. I'm in as a teacher, this teacher right now, so if I click unenroll, it will block my own access to the course, so you want to be careful about doing that. If I look at another course, this is a live course. This first participant here who has the role of a student, notice that I have no edit icon and no unenroll icon at the side. If I hover over this second icon, I can see that this is a banner enrollment. This person was brought into the class using the banner system. As a teacher in the course, I cannot remove their enrollment in the course. The only way to remove this person from this class is to do it through the banner system. So banner would send something to AsULearn to tell it to remove. So this cannot be removed by the instructor. Additionally, this student down here has no unenroll, and if I hover over that, that's a course meta link. That enrollment was brought in from another course. If I want to delete this participant, I will either have to delete the enrollment method from Meta or remove them from the course that they're enrolled in that the meta link is created from. Notice here, myself as the teacher, I have two enrollments, one from Banner. This was a live course, so Banner actually put me in as the teacher. And because I made a meta link to this other course, I am a teacher in there, so it brought a second enrollment. There's no harm in that. I can have multiple enrollments, just like I can add a student that was manually enrolled from Banner manually, and they'll have a second enrollment. This student was enrolled manually, so I still have the unenroll option. So back over to the course that we're working on, I'm going to enroll a user. So this will be a manual enrollment, and I can search by either name, username, or email address. Email or username is the most common, and since those are unique to each person, those are the better ones to do. I have a test account that I'm going to use, so Success Kid. I'm going to select that. I can come in here and search for another user and add them, so I can add multiple users at the same time just by selecting them out of the list. They show up here. If I click one and go, oh, I don't want to add that, just put the little X by their name and it'll take them out of the list. Then I'm going to assign them a role. So I can say this is a student or teacher or secondary teacher, any role that I have the rights to add. I can also set enrollment duration, in their enrollment in the class automatically, and when they can actually start the class. This is an important one to leave checked. So if a student is removed from your class through Banner, so they didn't do something with a registrar or for some reason were removed from the course, you can put them back in manually, and it will retain their old grades so that you can report attendance, quizzing, things like that, and then of course you can remove them back from the course, but we're often asked to do that. So I'm going to enroll these 2 users. Here these 2 users are. They're manual enrollments. I can delete or unenroll those users at any time from the course. Additionally, instead of doing one at a time, another thing that we can do with manual enrollments is we can import. So if we go to import enrolls, what we will need is a list of users. They have to be App State users, active users. I'm just going to open a text file, and in this case I'm going to put email addresses. I recommend using email addresses. That's the most stable since they are unique. Notice user 23, that Success Kid, is already in the class. It won't hurt that enrollment. It's just going to add, it's going to continue them being in the class even though they're in the file, so it won't change anything. And this last user is not a user here at App State, so this is going to give me an error. It'll add the other ones, but this one it will not add. I cannot build new users this way. They have to be users that are already on the server. So I'm going to use email address as my identifier. I want these people to come in as students. Everyone in the file will come in with the same role that you set here. You can change their role after, or if you need to, for instance, bring in multiple teachers, you can have a separate file and do this again. In this particular case, I'm not going to bring in groups, and I'm going to use that file that I just showed you. I'm going to import. And you'll see here line 6 of the file had a user that it did not find. So it basically said, nope, not going to add that one. But if we hit continue, you'll see now I have all of those other users that were brought in from the file. So that is an easy way if you want to add manual participants to the class. Also notice here I can sort. So I can just give everyone with the first name that starts with a G. I can give everyone whose last name starts with a C, or I can combine these to get a shortened list of users. I can also sort by keyword, status, role, the enrollment methods. So I can pick everyone in the course that has been brought in with a banner ID, that is from the banner system, or everyone that's been brought in with a meta link, if I have meta links, things like that, or everyone within a specific group. So that is a way to sort that list to show just specific users.